Ladies, it is going down. He said Diddy, but they lied. Diddy just got 4 years. Diddy just got 4 years. Diddy just got 4 years, ladies. They just gave Diddy
and he was consistently whispering with them throughout his entire trial. He was consistently writing notes down. So now the defense is proposed. Now the judge is saying that Now the judge says that the defense's proposal of a 14-month sentence would not be sufficient. Okay, so Combs and his lawyers wanted 14 months. The judge says that would not be sufficient. The prosecution wanted 135 months, and the judge said that's more than necessary. Now, sentencing guidelines, it was suggested 70 months. So let's see what the judge says. So right now the judge is saying that the prosecution's recommendation didn't factor in mitigating factors, and the defense recommendation didn't factor in aggravating factors. So the judge is taking all of this into account. And remember, Sean Diddy Combs was found guilty in July on 2 counts of the Mann Act. That's a prostitution-related charge for flying his ex-girlfriends around along with male escorts to engage in sex.
The
judge says the facts and the circumstances of this case are unique.
The judge said Diddy and the prosecutors, I'm not rolling with none of that. I'm giving him what I want to give him, goddammit. Nasty work.
Sentence 50 months. 50 months. The judge is giving Sean Diddy Combs 50 months in prison. Now, we spoke to a legal expert earlier who said that his team is sure to appeal this. But the judge has sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 50 months. That's 4 years and 2 months. So just over 4 years in prison. Now, he's already served 13 months in jail. We'll have to see how that factors in. Again, Sean Diddy Combs and his lawyers had asked for 14 months. They expected him to be out and a free man and back home with his family and on a speaking tour. The prosecution asked for a lot more. They wanted 135 months, which is basically 11 years in prison. The judge said that was too much. So Sean Diddy Combs, 4 years and 2 months, sentenced to 4 years and 2 months by the judge for the prostitution-related charges that he was found guilty of. He was acquitted of the charge of racketeering. He was acquitted of the charge of sex trafficking. Those would have carried a maximum, or could have carried a maximum life in prison. Instead, according to the judge, he is sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. The judge said, this is hard time in prison, away from your family, friends, and community, but you will have a life afterward. Let me repeat that. That quote from the judge. This is hard time in prison, away from your family, friends, and community, but you will have a life afterward. Combs is 55 years old. 4 years, he'll be 59. We're going to have more on the sentencing of Sean Diddy Combs, more on what went on in the courtroom. We have reporters there now. They're wrapping up inside. The judge is still speaking. I imagine that Combs and his family are not happy with this sentencing.
Diddy just got sentenced to 4 years and 2 months. 50 months in prison. They about to, goddamn, Diddy. Diddy thought he was about to two-step on up out of there. They said, nah. Bring your ass back here. Bring your ass back here. They said, nah, nigga, you ain't, nah. All that. Let the nigga get time served. Parole right now. Nah. Ladies, we are live on YouTube. Pull up. We are live on YouTube. We are live on my Everything My Wife YouTube page. The link is in my Instagram bio. We are on my Everything My Wife on YouTube. No, that's not with time served. He got a total of 50 months. How long did he been locked up? He got a total of 4 years and 2 months to do. He only been locked up for what? 1 year? 2 years the most? So no, he don't get time served. He still got more time to do. I'm on my Everything My Wife YouTube channel. That's the name of the YouTube channel. My Everything My Wife. If you go to my Instagram bio, the link is in my bio. If you go to my Instagram bio, I got a few links in my bio. One of those links is my Everything My Wife. We are live over there. Cass, what's goody? I see you pretty faces. Hey, Irene. Tanya, Creep, what's goody, ladies? Vet, what's goody, Vet? Hey, pretty faces. Hey, pretty faces. Yo, y'all ladies got to follow me on TikTok. Please go follow me on TikTok. Y'all got to go follow me on TikTok. We about to be lit on TikTok. We are about to be lit on TikTok. I've been going live on TikTok every day. Follow me on TikTok, ladies. Omadora was goody, Miss Lady. Was goody, Miss Lady. They done gave Diddy ass 4 years in the joint. They done gave Diddy ass 4 years in the joint. They done told that nigga, we ain't done with you. Nah. We ain't done with you. We ain't just turning you loose like that. They said, nah. Bring your ass back over here. They said, we ain't done with your ass that easy. They said, nah, we ain't doing all that. We need you to sit down a little while longer. We need you to sit down a little while longer. God damn, Diddy. Diddy thought he was coming home. That nigga was accepting bookings. He was booked and busy before he even got out. God damn. This shit crazy.
And we're going to have more, so stay with apnews.com and the AP News app to get the latest on the Sean Diddy Combs sentencing.
live on YouTube, ladies. Diddy got 4 years in the joint. Damn, Diddy. Hey, Miss Jenkins. Hey, Irene. Chocolate drop.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app.
What's goody, ladies? How y'all pretty faces doing? How are y'all pretty faces doing? What's goody, what's goody? Afro Weekend Pisces. Hey, Miss Lady. T-Fox. Danielle. Toya, what's goody, ladies? Right, Tanya. Right. What's goody? We are live on YouTube. My Everything My Wife YouTube channel. My Everything My Wife YouTube channel. We are catching the P. Diddy update. 4 years, 2 months, which is 50 months in federal time, 50 months in prison for Diddy. God damn. T-Rock, what's goody, T-Rock? I see you on TikTok. Shout out to T-Rock. Ladies, if y'all are not subbed up to my TikTok, please go and follow me on TikTok. I would greatly appreciate it. Ladies, if you are not following me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. I am putting my link in the comments. If you are watching me on YouTube and not following me on TikTok, please hit that link and follow me on TikTok. Four years for Diddy. How much time Diddy got in right now? He got what, like a little over a year in or something like that, I believe.
For Sean Combs, and in the end, Judge Arun Subramanian, he found that while prosecutors were asking for too much, they wanted 11 plus years, that there needed to be a significant sentence to punish Sean Combs for crimes that involve violence, that he said involved coercion, and also for the totality of what he said was 15 years of conduct. The judge acknowledged that, yes, the jury in this case had a split verdict, that the jury convicted Combs of 2 counts of prostitution-related offenses, but acquitted him of the more serious charges, sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, those counts that could have put him in prison for the rest of his life. However, the judge said that he was sitting there in court listening to Cassie testify, listening to Jane testify, and that he had to consider the behavior and the totality of Combs's character as he sentenced him, and concluded that 4 years and 2 months, 50 months in total, was the appropriate sentence. Now, that said, Combs has been in jail since his arrest last year. He's been in jail for more than a year. So that means he could be released in about 3 years when he's 58 or 59 years old.
Right. So he did spend 13 months at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. So that counts towards his sentence of 4 years and 2 months. And then after he's let out of prison, he will be on a 5-year supervised release program. And the judge also asking his attorneys, where does he want to go to prison? And his attorney's saying, I'll have to get back to you on Monday about that. Is that typical where you get a choice of where to go?
Not a specific choice, but judges can make recommendations about where in the country a person could be incarcerated. The ultimate determination is made by the federal prison system, the Federal Bureau of Prisons. But since Combs has his home in the Miami area, the judge could recommend a.
We are live on My Everything, My Wife, checking out this Diddy trial. My Everything, My Wife on YouTube. We are also on Tyrone Motif on YouTube. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? Hey, pretty faces. What's goody? Shout out to y'all on TikTok.
A prison within the state of Florida or within the Southeast. The Bureau of Prisons typically will put people in institutions that are within 500 miles or so of their address to make it easier for family to visit, for friends to visit. That said, sometimes due to the conditions of a particular inmate, the needs that they have, they might not get those accommodations, that proximity to home. But we'll see what the defense asks for on Monday as it relates to where Combs will be serving this time. For the time being, he will be going back to the jail in Brooklyn, the Metropolitan Detention Center, and he will be going to prison for at least the next 3 years. Again, because of that time served, he will not be free. His lawyers had asked for 14.
Diddy got 50 months in prison. Diddy got 50 months in prison. 4 years and 2 months. 50 months in prison.
18 months, which essentially would mean he would be immediately released from incarceration or released within a few weeks once his time was completely served. There was an interesting wrinkle in the proceeding today where a prosecutor noted that Sean Combs has already lined up speaking engagements or teaching engagements, 7 of them through the remainder of October in the Miami area to impart wisdom that he says he's learned while incarcerated. The prosecutor said that was the epitome of hubris, and his lawyer said that was not their intent. They simply wanted to demonstrate to the court that Sean Combs has things lined up, things to do, and that he wants to take a positive message out of his experience with the justice system. However, given this sentence, he's going to have to cancel those appointments for the time being. But at the MDC, at the jail where he is in New York City, he has been teaching a class to other inmates called Free Game with Diddy, and he may be continuing that now at whatever institution he ends up at.
So to recap, okay, the prosecution wanted him to spend 11 years in prison. The defense, his lawyer, and you were convicted of prostitution-related charges. You're not just going home with your family. You're going to go to prison, and you're going to do, in the judge's words, am I quoting him right? Hard time. You're going to do hard time, but you're going to come out and you'll be a better man for it. And he's 55 now. If he's there for 3 more years, he'll be 58, 59, depending on when his birthday is.
Man, you said the sound muffled. I'm in your TikTok. Shout out to MAC holding me down on TikTok. Yeah, I ain't know the sound was muffled. Oh. You get to select where you're in prison now, nah, that's some new shit. Like Diddy got special privileges. Yes, 13 months. That's probably all he have left to do is 13 months, right? Is that what y'all saying? So he be home in 13 months?
So he will miss a lot of birthdays of his children, a lot of special occasions of his children. He's got a 2-year-old. He'll miss a significant amount of her life. But the judge said, you will come out and you will still have a life.
Yeah, and I think there's an interesting, several interesting things about how the judge arrived at this sentence. Judge Arun Subramanian seemed very moved by the testimony of the women who were in court on the witness stand. Cassie, the R&B singer, Cassandra Ventura, the former longtime girlfriend of Sean Combs. And a woman named Jane, who also testified. There was another woman named Mia, who was a personal assistant, who was going to appear in court today and make a statement, but decided not to, in part because she said she felt intimidated by the defense team. He factored all of that in, and he went through a whole litany of things that he considered as he arrived at this sentence. He said he factored in comments that were made in court today by 6 of Sean Combs' 7 children. You mentioned the 2-year-old daughter. She, of course, did not speak. He factored in letters that he received from people in favor of leniency and people opposed to it. And he also factored in how other cases, similar cases, have been sentenced, what other defendants in this similar circumstance have received. However, he noted this is a very unique case with a very unique defendant, and he had to also factor in other things regarding the things he heard in this trial, in this case. Now, he noted that his sentence of 50 months, or 4 years and 2 months, is less than what was recommended by the probation department. In every criminal case in federal court, the probation department prepares a pre-sentence investigation report, and that helps guide the judge on where to arrive at a particular sentence. In this case,
nasty work, Diddy. What y'all saying? Bugs, what's goody? I see you. Chocolate, Miss Houston. No, that's what he's done. Oh, he got 13 months in. That's what y'all was saying. He got 13 months in, and he have to do a total of 50 months. Well, he's sentenced to 50 months. So out of 50 months, you do 85% of your time. Whatever 85% of 50 is. Don't get me to lying. Ladies, I know how to count the money and bring it home to your pretty ass. That's all I know how to do. Don't ask me which motherfucking 85% of goddamn 50 months, goddamn it. Don't ask me that shit. I know how to count the money, divide, subtract, multiply. Yeah, I know how to do the basics. I know how to do the basics. You hear me? That's it. All I know is the goddamn basics. Don't ask me nothing else about nothing, because I don't know nothing about nothing, goddammit. Now, of course, on TikTok, y'all can't hear my sound effects. Y'all can't hear the laughing and shit. But give me a little minute, and I'm going to have TikTok integrated with my YouTube, and y'all will have the same experience. You will be able to see my screen and everything. Just give me a little minute, TikTok. I'm working on it. Give me a minute, TikTok. I'm working on it. You heard? I'm about to have the TikTok and YouTube audience in the same place. Like, just give me a minute. I'm working on it.
the judge said his sentence that he imposed was 10 months less than what probation officials had arrived at, and even less than what the federal sentencing guidelines would suggest for a case like this. Now, prosecutors, again, they wanted much more time. They wanted 11 years and 3 months. They pointed to some of the very same factors that the judge did in in him imposing his sentence, including the violence, including the domestic abuse, and including the power and control that Sean Combs had over the women who ultimately came and testified against him. And one final note, as he was concluding the sentencing hearing today, which went on all day in federal court, Judge Arun Subramanian praised Cassie, praised Jane, and praised the other women who came forward to tell their stories. He said that these were horrific stories, but stories of courage, because they came forward to stand up to a very powerful person. And they not only told that story to the 12 jurors in the courtroom, but also, he said, to millions of women around the world who might be suffering in silence in their own cases of domestic abuse.
So after a long day in court, proceedings started at 10 a.m., Sean Diddy Combs learns his sentence at the end of the day. The judge giving him 4 years and 2 months in prison. The judge saying he's sentencing him to hard time. And also the judge, imposing a fine of
15 months is not hard time. You hear me? 4 years is not hard time. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. That shit ain't hard. Nigga, that shit is a walk in the goddamn park. Diddy, stop playing with niggas. Diddy, stop playing with niggas, Diddy. Diddy play too goddamn much. I'm back, ladies. My bad, ladies.
I believe a $500,000 fine. And then, Combs has already served, as we said, 13 months in jail in Brooklyn. That'll be taken into account. So that'll be part of the 4 years. So they'll actually be out in 3 years when he's about 58, 59. The judge telling him, you have a life after.
And just one more quick point. This is not the end of the road. This is not the end of the case. Sean Combs can appeal the verdict, can appeal his conviction, and his lawyers have said they will do so. They have 14 days to file a notice of appeal with the Second Circuit Court of Appeals right here in Manhattan.
Thank you for joining us. This is AP News, live stream of the Sean Diddy Combs sentencing. 4 years and 2 months is what the judge handed down. For more, go to our AP News.
4 years and 2 months is what the judge handed down. And the pretty faces in the chat said he got about 13 months in. God damn, did he? In my calculation, you got at least another 2 more years to do in jail. My calculation, if you're doing 50 months, if that's what you're sentenced to, 50 months, you're doing at least motherfucking 35 months, nigga. At least 35 months. You're doing 35 months. Before they would even think about sending you to a halfway house. If you're sentenced to 50 months, you're doing about 35 months before they even think about releasing your ass. God damn, Diddy. God damn. Regina said, to accept bookings before you're out is crazy. That goes to show you Diddy still have no remorse. He don't even believe he did anything wrong. He like, hey, yo, I'm about to get back to the bag on day one. I'm booking speaking engagements. In his mind, it was a sure shot. He knew he was getting out. It was a sure shot. Diddy bugging out. God damn. This shit is crazy. Hey, ladies.
News.com website, or go to we have an app, an AP News app, and if you like what you're hearing here, if you like getting news from us, we have reporters on the ground in court all over the world. So please consider donating to AP News.
Hey, yo, I hate trying to go live on TikTok, but I want to smoke. TikTok is real strict. Like, they don't play that smoking shit. Like, nigga, you smoke on TikTok, nigga, your limited ads, like, banned. They ain't even playing with you. Nasty goddamn work. Hey, ladies. Wow, Diddy. Wow. Y'all think Diddy gonna do the whole bid? Do y'all think Diddy can survive the whole bid? Do y'all think Diddy will survive this whole bid? Oh yeah, it's hard time if you a pampered nigga like Diddy. But then again, Diddy in the men, so Diddy might be in heaven. This shit crazy. Regina, this is crazy. Diddy ass might be in heaven. Oh my God. Diddy got 4 years and 2 months. Nasty work. Please remember this YouTube channel is a comedy club. Each live stream is a comedy special. I want to laugh with you, cry with you, face fight. I want to smile with you, ladies. Peace. We live on TikTok, ladies. Sub up to my TikTok. Come and fuck with me.
Tyron.